Our next guest is Rhonda Huff, author of Healthy Living from A to Z, the guide to finding who you really are and feeding who you were. This is a weekly guide to practices that provide a holistic, practical, and motivating approach to better health. Rhonda, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, why did you write Healthy Living from A to Z?
Well, I've been with the fitness wellness industry for over 35 years, but that is not to say I didn't have my own health challenges. So in 1991, I was diagnosed with lupus, and then in 2006, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And during the time that I had cancer, I had just started a new business. That business could not run with me sick. And even though I started out with conventional treatment, I was just too sick, and I became convinced that if I kept doing what I was doing, it was going to kill me, and my business would not survive either. So I decided to change my approach, and I spent 2 hours every day for 7 years researching fitness, wellness, health, the environment, nutrition, everything I could get my hands on. And I became so frustrated because of all the information out there. And so once I learned to research where the research was coming from, it all started to make sense. So I learned that if they have a vested interest in the outcome of the research, it may not be the best research to listen to. So after those 7 years and all of those hours, I felt compelled to share what I had learned with the public, thus the book. And even though it does go into nutrition and it goes into physical wellness, it has to start with the emotional health. So I feel like if people can't get it right here, they're not going to get it right anywhere else. And so each chapter, it's A to Z, each chapter has 4 components. And those components are emotional health, nutritional health, physical health, and cognitive health. And if we can get all of those components working together, then we're going to have good health. So here I am 13 years later, and I'm still healthy, and I just want to help other people be healthy.
Wonderful,
as well.
wonderful. So Rhonda, what makes Healthy Living from A to Z different than other self-help books?
I think the approach of hitting all 4 components of health, starting with the emotional component. With the emotional component, if you get that right, then you can move into what I think is the next most important component, which is the nutrition part of it. If you get the nutrition right, then you're going to be healthy enough and feel well enough to do the physical part of it. And if you do all 3 of those, then your brain is going to be healthy as well. So I feel like that's what makes it different, is that it's a 4-pronged approach to health. It's very holistic, and there's a lot of opportunity to learn about alternative methods in the book.
Fantastic. So who should read this book?
Anyone who wants to do the work. This is not a quick read. It is not a typical trendy diet book. It is something that takes time. You want to be able to sit down, master chapter A. So everything is it's A to Z. So each chapter is a letter of the alphabet. You want to master chapter A before moving to chapter B. And so you really need to have the outlook that this is a long-term thing. I took a pilot group through the book. This was before it became a book. And the fastest anyone got through it was about 3 months. The longest was about a year. So most people, it took about 6 months to really get through the book and just apply everything that they're learning. So it's not for people who want a quick fix. It's for someone who really wants to take the time to get healthy and is willing to do the work.
I love that. Rhonda, for those viewing at home, how can they connect with you?
You can connect with me at www.rhondahuff.com. That's RHONDAHUFF. And you can also download the first chapter of the book for free if you go there.
Fantastic. Congratulations on the book.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here today.
Thank you.